Hello, got a ranked game between AmberT and Ronin. Game number 3 out of 10 that Ronin has, well, AmberT has actually graciously uploaded. It's on Mudfight. This has been a lot of Mudfight lately. Kinda getting annoyed by it, but looks like AmberT is on the left playing Redfor, Mechanized Redfor, and Ronin is playing USSR, I think. Ronin's in the blue. AmberT is in the red. 30-minute fight, so it should be a pretty good one. Let's talk about the map, I guess. It's pretty interesting. Alpha's kind of skewed. Charlie is definitely messed up. This town kind of decides a lot of things. Alright. CV in a helicopter, 1 CV it looks like. Starting off the P, which is anti-Hankin. Okay, light, okay. A lot of ATGMs. Yeah, this map calls for ATGMs. Kind of weird, no recon on the left, but okay. Got Tors. Seems like AmberT is starting to just use Tors to make sure that he doesn't get screwed over too early. A lot of fire support for Foxtrot. It's a good idea, just but no AA at all with this. Manpad. Yep. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, he's starting to use this double artillery with fobs. Kind of interesting. Not even the Buratino. It's this unit which has no suppression. So if you're in the fire, that's the only way to take damage. Be in the fire. Okay. Resupply, which is kind of weird to be leading off. Kind of weird to just drop off over there also without going forward, but might be part of a strategy to take over here and ETGM crawl around. These will probably do damage here because he's been firing it to this area from what I've seen. This helicopter should be able to do good work actually, like, wow. Oh, the Tor moved up just enough. Oh man. Oh, oh. That was interesting. Okay, so this actually didn't hit anything, that's because he blindly does it. Which, I mean, it works, but there's better ways to do it if you want to actually hit. Let's bring in a seed, which is probably the really good idea, actually. To bring seed around with your helicopters. Okay, so he's pushing this town really hard, and it looks like it's going to pay off really well. Because the ASUs were not part of this ramp, they're part of this ramp. This should be able to take out literally everything here, along with this guy. That's reload. Probably going to move around over here to fire. So Ronin did a really nice push, where he didn't see anything over here, so he didn't care about it. And so he went for the major town that's really important to take, because it gives you control of 3 sectors. Whereas this bush gives you, these 2 bushes give you the control of the sectors. When you're against what blue is looking like. So this time he buys the seed to lead, and it misses? Oh, it hits. Both get shot at. That's interesting. And the SU-25 just, oh, that was beautiful. Very nice strike by Ronin. And then not evacing because there's so much ammo left in this guy. Yeah, this GRU squad needs to get in. So the ATGM squad should have been left over here, just like what he's doing here. This is actually a really nice bait maneuver, where that was a really nice tactic, actually. I like that. Nice work by Ronin. Actually surprised he's playing USSR, straight up USSR. He's doing very well with it. I like what he's done on this map. AmberT's trying out Tors for his AA and PHZs for his RD for suppression, which I don't think is working out the way that he thinks. It kind of does stuff, but not really. I think this unit, the PHZ, is good for towns and forests, not open field hits, just because of the panic. It has no suppression value to it. It literally doesn't do anything. So I'm not a fan of his use of it. Wondering if he has a Pion in that deck. These guys probably should have been maneuvered around to help kill this. Like, he's cut it off effectively, which is great. These guys are wasting shots on ASUs, but, you know, free kills, pretty important. Misses galore, though. Needs to get a recon squad right here. So the Spets GRU, AmberT is just maneuvering to get his fire support good. So in this case, Ronin should actually let the enemy get into the buildings and fight such that he doesn't have to get hit by the fire support, the overwhelming fire support. With no recon, they can snipe until the enemy gets like 400 meters. So no fire support until then. The MP3 is going to do good work against ASUs until the range difference. 1925 versus 2800. The MP3 is missing most of their missiles. Kind of weird. This unit missed the first, hit the second. Very nice positioning of them. I like that. Oh, they have a good RPG rate of fire on them. That's actually really nice. Okay, so he's gonna artillery this, but it's almost halfway aimed, so it's taking a while to aim. ASU's gonna be hitting the motor Strelky probably, unless he targets the BMPs. Yeah. Very good, he's bringing the helicopter back out. There is no AA to kill it. Again, Ronin pushing around. You just have to avoid the hit. Doesn't do any suppression damage again. So I think that this is more for people are not used to seeing it. So they're like, oh god, gotta get away from it. When really, if you're not standing in it, you're not gonna take damage. Like this GRU squad. It's calm, but there's fire all around it, because there's no suppression value to the missile. If anything, this should probably be increased in cost and given suppression value. Pretty shitty otherwise, I don't know. Definitely works well when the enemy is like, oh god, gotta avoid it. Ronin looks like he has a deck made for this map. Although this kinda is the standard. So these units are not actually firing at the ASUs because of their front armor, I'm guessing. Yeah. And also range at this point. Tor probably can be brought up to here, need an infantry squad to help it. I would have tried infiltrating with the smaller squad, just to see what happens. Looks like a whole lot of infantry going into here, and AmberT's cutting off Ronin's reinforcement route, which he should have just had infantry over here push through. Fob is proving to be very useful. So this is where AmberT should be putting fire all over here, just napalm it. Su-24 Seed takes out the Tor. Helicopter should be moved up immediately to fire. ED coming in, just AmberT not playing as well as he normally would. Ronin getting a CV for Delta. Recon squad going to an area that is kind of questionable to even bother going to. It's like, there's no reason for him to come here. Besides dying, like it doesn't give him anything. Especially if he knows that there's a squad in there. Because once they're spotted, they're gonna get wrecked. So he probably should have just tried to flank and spot whatever reinforcements come out. Like knowing where this drops would be really helpful. Artillery is firing at over here, which is kind of weird considering you have GRU to kill, but 40 infantrymen should be good enough to kill that, especially if the fire support does it right. KA-29 will not be able to fire. Kind of recruit, you kind of have to use it as bait to support other things. BMPT will be pretty much able to just bully everything over here. I'm glad to see someone put a BMPT into their deck. I was kind of considering it. Also notice that the MiG BIS has been replaced by the Su-25, and I think it's because of that S-24B rocket that you saw just get used. And now he's seeing the air net, which is literally 0. So if he just brought a helicopter, just one, would be able to do some good work. Moskuzen losing a lot of Moskuzen to almost nothing, and the reason is they can't spot the snipers. So he needed to get a recon squad to help him, to just alpha down GRU as they fire with ASUs. so that was kind of poor play by him. Again, this map with the +1s everywhere doesn't really help to go purchase CVs too early. It's more important to control a major portion of the map before you get your CVs, which AmberT controls Alpha, Charlie, and Foxtrot. I would say that he controls it mainly because he knows what's going to be there. And he's taken back this, so he'll be able to hold Alpha. He owns that town. So it's not going to be very long that he owns it if Ronin pushes through. This is his 4th tour, 5th tour? So he probably has 2 cards of tours. Which makes sense. I don't think that you get Tunguska M's in a general deck. I don't remember. EMP3's doing work. K29 providing fire support for the GRU. T80A probably got side shot by that ASU. Remember, it has kinetic energy rounds. Interesting. Very interesting. So like this will not be decided by capping, it'll be decided by pushing through and not allowing the enemy through to an area. That helicopter's pretty much helping him recon all that. The tank would kill the Tor as soon as it tries to fire, so kinda have to let it stay. Again, these fire units really aren't, I don't think that they're paying off for Amber. The 88 probably, yep, get killed by the BMP3s. It's nice to see BMP3s. Yeah, they're kind of strong, but there's ways to handle them. Either smoke or actually hitting them like this. You know, force them to move with an impressive display. Notice how it literally did nothing. Up the Conquerors. One squad, 2 squads are in the fire. But you know, it's fire. It's kinda like the only thing you're gonna kill. It kinda forces you to move because of smoke it provides, right? You can't fire through it. But it's not worth it. BTR 90 scaring everything. Crazy. Oh man. Really good use of seed. I like that people are bringing out seed again. No, it's like one of those trade-off vehicles, planes. They don't bring anything that can be hit by seed. It kind of does nothing except for hit helicopters. Oh yes, good. This recon squad moved around to where it was expected. He actually killed the CV with it, I'm guessing. With something, I don't know the heck. He killed the CV. I don't recognize how. I didn't actually see it. So but that recon squad probably helped out big time. Been focusing way too much over. Looks like that CV got taken out. AmberT still hasn't owned this city, and that's because he doesn't put a recon squad somewhere to let him see the units that are coming. Looks like there's gonna be some trouble. AmberT's not been able to micro his tours well enough to not lose them. Kind of where manpads may be even useful. Did he buy a Pion? Yes, he did. Oh boy. Maybe that's what did it. You know what? I'm gonna say that the Pion is what did it, because he had that for a little bit, but I wasn't really noticing it. Nothing else would drain the fob that much. Better choice bringing the CV over there instead of here. I don't agree with him putting a CV. Oh man, what a risky guy. Spets GRU will spot it. It's mainly because he lost over here. 72A probably won't be enough to handle any of this. The B1 will be more than enough to take it out. Again, like, I think that he needs to stop using this unit. It doesn't do anything for him. Pion, sure, but might be better off with mortars. Okay, killed that. Bertino coming out for Ronin. Resupplied a lot of his ATGM squads, actually. BMP3 killed CV, again, just a waste of points. That's 1, 2, 3. He bought 4 CVs that 3 of them have died. That's 300 points that literally did nothing besides panic him. Whereas Ronin got to put all his points into here. And heavier units to take Foxtrot. He even took it, wow. And his helicopters are still alive and well, because of his great micro with planes and helicopter combos. So he's likely going to take out all this. AmberT. You see, he should probably start with 1 MI1 and a PHZ. Just one. Alright, PD trade, SU-24 kills his Tor, survives. This guy should have been microed to hit that, and it does. Man, that's brutal. This recon helicopter spotting, very good. Oh, the B1's got taken out by the 72As. He has 2 Pions. I think that he spent way too many points on things that weren't that useful. Yeah, the kill ratio is just... Okay. Nice job. It's a very interesting game.